Starting off with this tier of a tier list, we're going to look at their S tier, which they put S tier and F tier and S tier, E and D tier and F tier. Beautiful. For the next tier list, they put in A tier. We have S tier and F tier and S tier, and then B tier, E tier, and D tier and F tier. This might be the perfect tier list. Finally, for their C tier, they put the classic tier list. I really like the tier list, so I'm going to put that tier of a tier list in S tier. For the next tier list, we're going to look at their S tier. They have B tier and D tier and S tier, which doesn't make sense because A tier and C tier are better than B tier and D tier, but they do have E tier and F tier, so I'll give them some credit. For their A tier, they have A tier and F tier and S tier, then S tier, D tier and E tier and F tier. Finally, for their B tier, they have B tier and S tier, A tier and A tier, F tier and B tier, which makes no sense. I'm gonna have to put this tier list in C tier. It has some good points, but not really. Finally, for the last tier list, we'll look at their S tier, which they put E and S tier. That's all I need to see. This tier list goes in F tier.